So today we're going to be showing you guys how to do mute groups, and there's a lot of different ways you can set up mute groups. I'm going to show you the way that seems to be the fastest as of now on this last firmware update. But it's really up to you how you want to do it. You can do it through the Copilot app. You can do it while you're customizing, getting everything ready for the inputs, or you can do the few shortcuts that I'll show you today. But you can go, if you have a channel selected, you can go to tags, and then you can assign it to a mute group from there. So the tags thing, we'll take a look at a different video, but it is pretty useful. So you can set up mute groups this way. So we'll get out of that. Another way that you can do it is over on this side of the console. These are going to be your user-defined keys that we can get into in another video as well. But when you have mute groups selected, you can hit View. And when you hit View, it's a whole quick way to see what all is assigned to a mute group. So on the screen here, you can see that we have the channels, we have the auxes, the bus outputs, the main outputs, and everything. So you can see what all is selected from that. You can mute or unmute from there. And then the easiest way, I would say, is you hold down the mute group and you hold down which mute you want to use, and you just go through and you actually get the channels. And it's going to be select, not mute, sorry. So you go ahead and select what channels you want. So I'm going to say mute group 1, I want these 4 channels. Mute group 2, I want these 2 channels. And then mute group 3, I want to get these channels over here, which my finger slipped. So you can see on the screen here, it added those, which is nice, and it actually has the color corresponding up here too, just to make it easier to know what's going on. So when you're in here, and after you have them set up, I'm going to hit mute group 1. So you can see they start flashing. Flashing means that it's a mute group instead of actually being muted. So when you hit mute, it's muted, and then you have to hit mute again, and you're under that mute group. So mute group 2, mute group 3, and it's pretty easy to set it up this way in my opinion. You end up having 8 mute groups, but you have to remember that you have to have mute groups selected, hold it, and hold the button. If you end up just holding the button, it's going to just mute it, is all it's going to end up doing. So just a quick way, thought I'd show you just a little shortcut on how you can actually set up the mute groups. Makes life a little bit easier, and I do like this window that you can very quickly see what all is on a mute group. So for instance, on that, if you set up mute group 5 to do some hidden thing, like let's say we've got a couple of our bus outputs over here, you would never really see that if you let this section of the board live in the main matrix. You would never really know that that mute group 5 muted it. But if you hit View and you go to this screen, you'll be able to see, oh, if I hit mute group 5, I'm going to be muting monitors 5 and 7. So pretty cool, easy way to get the mute groups going. Hope this helped. Hit subscribe, hit like. You guys have a great day.